Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and so today I thought we could play a little bit with some watercolors. And these are just my Arteza 36 watercolors, but you can use any watercolors. It doesn't have to be, anything. It can just be wheat and Crayola or whatever, because I'm not doing anything fancy. I have been inspired by my sister's Valentine card that she gave me at Valentine's Day. So she's watercolored around and then done a little heart doodle on there. And so kind of something like that is what I'm thinking. I'm going to be making Easter cards. So I'm just going to call these like super simple Easter cards or something because, yeah, they're not going to be anything difficult. So I have a piece of watercolor paper that has been cut at 5.5 this way and 8.5 this way. So then when you fold it in half, it's 4.25 by 5.5. Because that's what fits the envelopes that I have. So I'm just going to wet my watercolors, and I just wet all of them with a little squirt bottle just to get them going, and a lot of them we won't even use, but anyhow, I also have some water, and these are just brushes that I've gotten at Hobby Lobby, so they're nothing like super fancy. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I want to do kind of spring colors and some sort of geometric shapes is what I'm going for. And I'm sorry if there's glare. It's just this works best to do the watercolor on. And if you're doing it all proper and everything, you'd probably want to use a little painter's tape or something to hold your piece down. But we're just going to do some sort of simple stuff. So I'm not that worried about it. I'm just getting some colors that I want to use over here. So I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We had a good one. My husband and I wanted to go for a quad ride yesterday, but, well, we started out there to meet up with friends, and I'm trying to think how I want to start this. I think I'm going to turn this way. And my husband just got the shocks replaced on his truck, and one of the shocks went out. And we were out on a dirt road, you know, going to the place where we were going to meet up with friends. And so I'm just going to kind of paint a rectangle is what I'm starting with. And one of the shocks went out, and so we had to pull over on the side of the road. And at first it felt like a flat tire. We thought we were getting a flat tire. But then we discovered that it was one of the shocks. And so, you know, one of our friends came over on their quad because they were already at the place where we were going to meet up. And him and my husband were looking at it and trying to figure out, you know, kind of what was wrong, because obviously it was not the tire. And so then we called. It's actually my niece's fiance, and he came and fixed it because he's the one that put them in, but it wasn't his fault at all that it happened, not at all. And it just so happened that that shock, once they took it off and put one of the old ones back on, they figured out that that shock was like defective. And so I know nothing about this stuff, but anyways, it essentially it broke, and no cause of anybody's in particular. It just was like a defect. So now we're gonna have to get that fixed. I'm gonna just kind of take away a little bit of this because I want it just a little bit lighter than that, because I want, you know, kind of the pastel-y look. So I've got like 4 cards, and I'm going to just move this one over, let that dry, and then we'll come back to it because I want to add to it, but I don't want the colors to bleed into each other. So I'm doing it like that. And I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do because I'm trying to cover up some of the brightest spots. Yeah, I'm just kind of playing around. So anyway, so yeah, so he came and fixed it and all that, and that was awesome of him to do that. But we didn't get to go on our ride, unfortunately, which, you know, it's fine. I just felt bad that he had to drive all the way out in Timbuktu where we were to fix it, and it was very, very kind of him to do that. But yeah, he said you should be able to get a new one because that wasn't, you know, nobody's fault. We just went over one of those cow grates and it just clunk, like you could feel it, and then it slowly just started to sink on that side of the car. That's why originally we thought we were having a flat tire. Okay, so like that one, I just did a circle. Must be into the geometric shape slightly. Well, I just think this will look kind of neat, and it's along the same lines as sort of what my sister did with hers. So anyways, but they all had fun on their ride, so that's awesome. I'm glad that it was a good ride. It was such a nice day yesterday. We did get crazy winds last night though. Oh my word, it was incredible, the wind we got. It felt like for a minute when it woke me up last night, I almost thought we were having an earthquake because it was almost like the ground was rumbling. The wind was blowing so hard. And I know a lot of people lost like parts of their fences, and I don't know, just crazy. It was just crazy. But definitely woke me up. And then now our windows are all covered in like mud, essentially, because I think it must have been spitting rain a little bit, and then with all the dirt flying around, because I live in a kind of, well, it's not going to be for long, but kind of a farming area, so there's lots of fields of dirt, and you know, obviously they've been getting them ready and stuff, so a lot of loose dirt around. And yeah, so that was kind of a bummer. And so if you are doing these kind of things and you want like perfect shapes, you can use painter's tape or washi or something like that to, you know, that you can peel off afterwards to get that really nice perfect squares and rectangles and things. But I'm not that worried about it. I just playing around, really. Just want to make some cards for everybody for Easter, you know. And like I keep saying, I'm running out of time, but you definitely could do something like this for journaling cards, which would be fun. So definitely keep it in mind, not just for like a greeting card, but maybe for a journaling card as well. It would be good. So there's green. So yeah, you can see it's obviously not perfect at all, but I'm fine with that because I am not a watercolorist. I mean, that's not my strong suit for sure. Okay, maybe something with some blue would be nice. But yeah, it was a beautiful day though yesterday. Let's just do maybe kind of a bigger square shape. So that was kind of a bummer because I wanted to go, we were going up to a place that I love going because it's an old, I guess you could consider it a ghost town, but they do have a caretaker for the property. But it's just really cool because there's an old church up there, and it's just an old mining town is what it is. But yeah, that's where I took a lot of the pictures for my Rusted Numbers digi. And I just, oh, and the Peeling Paint and Roses digi too. I just love those old buildings with the peely paint, and there's like the old mills, and so that's where I got a lot of the rust pictures. And I wanted to go back up. And of all weird, creepy things, I guess, I wanted to take pictures of the cemetery. I did get a few last time we went, but I wanted to get some more because I think it'd be fun to do you know, a Halloween digi, but not, you know, like super scary, but just have some of those old marble headstones, you know, even if it's just the super close-up of part of it, because they're just really the lines and stuff in it, and then they're cracked, a lot of them, and so yeah, I just thought that would be really fun. So let's see if this one is dry at all. It might not be quite dry enough, so what I think I'm going to do is pause and then I'll come back because I really want to make sure they're dry because otherwise I'll just get bleeding and then it'll just not look very good. So I'll be right back. Okay, let's see now. What color do we want? They're dry, so that's good. Maybe some pink, I think. Pink, I think. And I don't know. I'm just winging this. I'm really not sure how I want to do it, but it's my attempt at a circle. And I just want them to sort of stay, you know, that kind of see-through look, which obviously it's probably all I would ever be able to get with watercolor, but yeah, I'm telling you, we just have the best luck of anybody in the world, I've decided. I mean, we're very blessed. I'm not complaining about that at all, but I just, it's just so funny because it seems like every time we go to do anything, it's something goes on. I mean, it wasn't a big thing. We got it fixed and it's great, but it's just kind of a crack up sometimes. Okay, so I think I'll do kind of that rectangle thing again with blue over here. So this may take a few versions, so you may want to fast forward or whatever to see where we get to. And I understand, but some people do like to see the whole process, so I will do that. Plus, it's fun for me to just hang out with you guys and chat and whatnot. Not that I have a lot to say these days. Well, ever really, but I'm not a super chatty person. But yeah, I usually have some story to tell of an adventure if we go anywhere. It was good to see friends yesterday, though. And it's good that they got to go ride. There were a lot of people out yesterday. We went, like I said, to a spot we've been to before, and they were having like a dirt motorcycle race. Sorry, I just need to think yellow, I think. And so yeah, that was going on too. It was kind of wild and crazy out there, but it was fun to, at least we could sort of sit and watch that a little bit while we were waiting, so that was nice. A fun thing to do. Those terrify me, but it's fun to watch other people who know what they're doing ride them. We used to have those races. I'm trying to cover that light. I'm sorry. I know it's annoyingly bright, but if I don't have those lights on, you can't really see anything. Yeah, in the town I grew up in, they had those races. And man almighty, the dust and it's just scary. Kids get hurt all the time on those. I mean, you know, it's kind of anything, but still scary. That one kind of got a little lump right there, but I guess that's fine. Just want to pick up some of that color because it seemed really bright. It's got kind of a weird spot in the actual paper right there. So I guess I will kind of go over it again. See if I can't make this a little bit more even. It's not quite as obviously higher right there. But there were loads of kids out riding those dirt bikes yesterday. It was kind of cool. It's good that they can do, you know, stuff like that. That's one good thing about that for sure, is that, you know, they can still do that even with all the restrictions and whatever. Since they don't have to be near anybody at all. So it's kind of a good one. You're still going to see that spot no matter what. I just really wanted to even it up a little bit at the top. Okay. Let that one dry. And one more that I've got here. So what shape should I do here? I think I just seem to do pink in circles for some reason, but that's kind of what I need is a circle, I think. So, sorry, you might hear the shower. It's all the way in the other room, but sometimes you can still hear these things. So, I don't think he has to work today. No, he doesn't. It's Monday. For me, it's Monday. I know it's Tuesday. Oh, and I was going to say, so sorry about the TC. I will definitely do that on Thursday. I just wanted to get my Easter cards done. And I got thinking about this and looking at Megan's card and stuff. And I was like, that might be a good thing to do. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. And this could be an idea for that you could keep. Like I said, I think that'd be kind of cool for journaling cards too. So something to think about there. Anyway, let's see, is this one? Yeah, that one feels dry already. That one dried fast. I guess I did a real thin amount on there. What I actually might do, let's see, because these are still, some of these are still wet. I'm gonna stop again. I'll pause again. I'm gonna finish up doing some shapes and get them dry, and then when I come back, we'll start to play with these a little bit. So I'll be right back. Okay, so they're all dry now. Thank you for putting up with my on and off thing. So I brought along some stamps. I'm trying to decide. I think I'll start with this one. I mean, it makes no difference, but anyway. So I kind of thought it'd be fun to just put some stamps in some of those spots. I just have to decide which stamps I want where. So I have this from Ayozie Designs. She is a great artist, and I will try to link her if you don't know who she is. I'm sure many of you do. But yeah, she's got some great things. That rabbit's probably too big for any of those. I mean, you could overlap. It's not like it has to be. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that, so that's what I think I'm going to do. What are you talking about over there? You got lots to say today? It's funny, he usually doesn't. Every once in a while, he'll say something, but he wants in the... I just opened up the attic door for a minute to get out some of my fabric that I have in a big plastic tub in there. And so then he thinks it's turn to get into the attic. Even though we don't let him in there at all, because that's one of those places, because it's not like a finished attic or anything. It's just, we put down some boards and set stuff on the beams, you know. But if he got under there and all that, it would just be a mess. So I have to see if I can stamp this without ruining it like this, because I don't know where my other bigger block is. Well, even my biggest block isn't really big enough for these big stamps. Sticks to my fingers really good though. Seeing if I do that, I'm gonna mess it all up. So I really need to find something to put it on. That didn't work. So we're gonna use the lid here, since this one's nice and sticky. Sometimes they're not sticky enough to stick to stuff like that, but this one is, so take advantage. And I'll just have to make sure I don't have black all over my fingers, which I probably do. Yep. That's not working, is it? Oh, bummer days. I don't remember how I stamped this before, because this block isn't big enough either. Because That's not going to be good if it doesn't get stamped all the way. Let's try one more here, and if that doesn't work, then I'll just do something else. I just don't have a lot of these acrylic blocks. I don't know why. I'm just too lazy to get more, whatever. Usually these small ones are plenty for what I do, but let it set on there for a minute, get its little foot over there. Wipe off my hands while I can. I don't want to get black on that watercolor paper if I can help it. Sorry, I'm almost off camera, huh? I did that the other day. I had like the whole bottom not quite on. That's much better, so we'll go with that version. Glad I tried it, because I was just gonna wing it and that would have been bad. It's a pretty big, good size stamp here. So let's try it. No idea how this is going to come out. Just want to make sure. Just something different, I thought, for Easter. Oh yeah, it worked. Yay! Love that rabbit. It's very, very cool. Okay, and then I thought I have these long stemmed, they're called. And then other stuff that got stuck to it. Maybe an iris, because that seems springy, right? I don't think I want the whole thing though. I just want enough to fit in the yellow. That's what I'm thinking. So we're not going to ink the whole thing all the way down. And to make sure that I don't mess that up, I'm going to actually take our page with our rabbit on it and set it down here along the bottom, just in case it goes over a little bit, then that way it'll get on the paper instead of on our white watercolor paper. Haven't used these in ages. These are 2,000 Stampin' Up, so probably can't get those unless you find them at an estate sale or yard sale. Somewhere like that. I guess I could have gone down a lot further. Well, hopefully it'll look all right. Oh, yeah. Yay, that turned out pretty good. Okay. And I have a 0.4. These are just pigment liner markers that I have. It was just a whole set of them that I got on Amazon. So I don't know if I have those on my list or not, but I don't know. I'll have to look. That one is not really working. You may not want them anyway, right? Let's see. Just do some little like stitchy type marks here. You could stop there though, you know, you don't have to keep going. Whatever noises you hear, it's just my cats, because they got to come in and hang out with me while I do this stuff. And they're both in here messing with stuff, so. And you'll probably hear hissing at some point. I don't know that I even want to go all the way around that. I'm thinking that's good, just like that. just doing like a little barely touching, on, off, squiggly sort of thing over here. These sort of like little, I don't know, flower stems or something. My shaky hands works great. I'm just doing like a little line with a little blurb at the end, basically. Nothing complicated. Okay. And that is that, I think. What I got right there. This is the problem with white paper that makes me crazy, is because with all the inking and stuff I do, there's always stuff around to get on white paper. Kind of like wearing white pants, for example. So there's one. Just a fun little simple something. All right, what did I do with the rest of them? Oh my goodness, they're right here. Me brain. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do next? I might want to use these. There's a little, like the Easter bunny. He'd fit better on a different, might fit really good, like right there. I can do that one on this one, and maybe her on that one would be cute. Do this one on here. Just touch that. Need to move away all the stamps that have ink on them. Sorry, you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, this woman. Shaking the whole camera. Okay. I'm not done yet though. I still have other stuff to do to these. So that I might just do this one, and then I'll show you what else, and then I'll let you guys go. You don't have to watch me do all of these. Yeah, that was super cute. Okay, and then maybe we can put the Easter basket in the little circle down there. These are also 2000 Stampin' Up. Cute. And then this one needs something kind of long. This tulip, it's not really long enough. I don't know what I want to put there. I don't want these because they look too realistic, I think, with that set. Let me see. Hold on. Let me grab something over here. Yeah, I don't think these are going to be a whole lot better. I wonder if this one would look good. This one of Ayozie's. It's just the little poppy pods. I don't know if that would go with those because they're so like cutesy. Oh, this one might work. I mean, it's not necessarily that it's cutesy, but those little flowers like that might be nice. So we'll do that. I'm going to have one gigantic mess to clean up here. What's new? But okay, I'm going to put this down at the bottom again, just so we don't mess it up. All the way down just so I make sure I get as much of it as I can. Paper whites. Yeah, that's what they are. They're going to be yellow like daffodils. They are a narcissus, so that works. How did I get it? Looks like I moved it a tiny bit. Or maybe that's just the watercolor paper. Possible. Okay, there's that one. And then do I want to go around it like I did the other one? Some little things. I don't know. These are just little funny things. We used to do these all the time in scrapbooking. Just stuff around pictures and whatever. It all comes back, right? I did go into that one, but oh well. Do some dashes on this one like it's stitched. So if you don't stitch, this is always something you can do. I'm going to come up further on that one just because I want to. That's the good part about doing your own thing. You can do it however you want. Sorry, sounds brushing his teeth. Glad you hang out with me. All the stuff you get to listen to. Okay, there's that. So I'll show you what else I was thinking of adding. I think it would be fun to add some just little bits of fabric and then stitch a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing major. And if you don't want to do this part, just omit it. Or if you don't sew, you could just glue these down. I'm just going to put some little bits of fabric just to add something to the card. Oops, that's the back side. And I'm just gluing them to tack them down so that they stay there. That. I've got some nice green. This is from a dress that my daughter made when she was in 4-H. That was, seems like a while ago now. Wasn't that long, but should have made it skinnier than what I was doing. It's okay, I use these little bits for stuff, so it's not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and where are you off to?
Nowhere.
Oh, I'm still doing a video. Because I was like, I didn't think you had to work today.
Oh wait, are you still filming?
Yeah, I'm still filming.
Oh. Usually you don't talk to me this much while you're filming.
Sorry. Just curious, what you doing?
I have to go to work today. So
Oh, you do? I didn't think you had to work today.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Till what time?
8:30. But I'm not going for a while.
Okay. I was thinking he wasn't working today, but I guess he is. What do I want to put on that one? That's not the right color. This is more the right color. So we'll stick with the polka dots. And some yellow would be good. That one's really gnarled up there. And then what color? Some blue would be good. I don't have a whole lot. Blue is one of those tricky ones for me. This is all I have left of this. Used it for a million things. I think it was just a little, like a hanky. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go stitch these just to show you what it'll look like. I'm sure you can guess, but I just wanted to add a little something more to them. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, so here is the finished product on that one, and then the finished product on this one. So yeah, I think those are super fun, and you could just do them however you wanted. You could do them more of a fun and cute, or just, you know, really cool, realistic, however you wanted, but I think those would be fun. I would love to receive something like that. I think it'd be great. All right, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing the Marguerite Miller collage, and then Thursday I'll do a TCTC. So we'll chat again soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye now.